Hi.
Hey, ladies. So were you logged on to a meeting already?
The old one.
Because
Yeah, we're doing the FIXHER one.
because I was on it and it didn't show up on my thing as a meeting, so that's why I had to redo another one. Okay, cool. We're here. So let's do our cars, and I want to concentrate on the shoulders a little bit today. Okay, so we'll start off. You got to cut your hair. Yeah, cute. Okay. So let's stand up. All right, let's do our neck first. So close your fists, push your feet into the ground, bring that chin down to the chest and rotate. Good. Hey, do this. How was the overhead squat complex? All right. I thought we could do shoulders today because it's a demanding movement on the shoulders. You need to strengthen up the supporting muscles. Actually, may feel a little bit stiff today in the traps and the mid back. You guys feeling stiff up there after Friday? Too much? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, let's do our spine. So cross the hands across, come forward, and then rotate, tilt, and come around. Good. To the center. Let's make it up. Should be quite nice here doing this. Good. All right. Let's move to our shoulders and let's make it across. So bring it right across the body up. Try to make a nice big circle that way. Yeah. Back of the hand to the side of the thigh. Up. Good. Are you guys going to be able to do the Friday night Christmas party thing? No. Got something on? Phyllis, Esther, are you going to be able to make it? Don't know yet. See what the day brings. Finish off this last one. And let's do the other side. Coming across the shoulders for the day. Yeah. And around. Back. Good. We're going to do our scaps today too. Nice. All right. Let's just do our scaps on arms straight. Okay. And then let's do full circles forward and then full circles back. Let's go 5 forward first. So bring shoulders up to the ears, pull them down, around, and then pull it back. And then we'll do some scap push-ups too. Just to make sure those scaps are moving well. You're not restricted in that overhead position. It's really demanding on the shoulders. bit of trying to pull them apart and bring them forward. All right, let's go back the other way. So to the ears, pull them back down and forward. Keeping the rib cage down. And we'll do our elbows and wrists too. Good. That's okay. Let's do our elbows. So those palms out, bring it up, rotate and down. If we had a fixer in classes, what time would be the best time? You can tell me after when you see me next. Just think about it. See if we can get this after a class. Down. Nice. All right. Wrists, elbow to the side, palm flat, and then rotate to the midline. So here's coming down and around. Yeah. Good. Now I want to close the fist up, and we're just going to do full circles around, but keep the elbow to your side. And we'll go one way 3 more times, and then we'll go the other way. A lot of clicky stuff in that for a while. And then go the other way around. Good. All right, let's do the other side. Flat. Rotate to the center, down, back. Nice. And then let's do the circle again. So close the fist and then move around. It's funny, this way I want to try and get my arm moving, but you really want to just get that wrist look isolated. Don't let any other part move. And it gets tired quickly. And then the other way. A little more restricting this one. You guys feel like one side's not moving as well? Or is it the same? One side, yeah. Yeah. So when you feel like your overhead squat position, you may feel like you can't get that arm or elbow or wrist into it. It's either one thing along the chain that's not working as well. Okay. Now I want to just double check here. I want to go to the ground and I want to do some scat push-ups, but I want to make us not feel like it's too hard work. So let's do a few on the knees first, okay? So obviously keep your hand underneath your shoulder, keep the arms straight, and I want you to dip that chest as far as you can, extreme, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And I want you to think of too in this, that we're not dipping down. Sometimes we can dip down, but we bring our head in and our traps start to be used a bit more. So I want you to think of the middle of your back, what we call the rhomboids in the middle. I want you to think of using those. So find that position where you can get that range, and then really pull the lats down, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Okay, so it should clear, your neck should feel completely clear here, and then coming up. Okay, quite different, yeah. So then you can see when you go into a plank, we'll do a few, so do a few more of these ones, just thinking of what you're doing. It could be too that you're really pushing your hands into the ground a little bit more, so it's engaging that lat, but you're just clearing those traps. Yeah. Good. Now keep this position and go into your plank, okay, and think of that when you're doing this. So dip down and push up high. A little bit harder to do when you're not getting a fake range with your traps, isn't it? Good. Let's do 2 more. And good. So did you feel the difference there? Like we're not kind of moving here. We're moving from that mid back. Yeah. Okay. Now I want to go into some shoulder work. So we're going to lay on the floor, head down, and we're going to do some lift offs. So here, but we're going to add some circles. Can you see my hands? Yeah. So I'm on the ground here. My head stays flat, and I just lift my shoulders up. I want the elbows locked, but I also want to think of retracting the scaps down. So I'm not kind of like overextended out. And that will mimic what we want in the overhead squat position, right? We don't want to pull the shoulder out of its socket to push the barbell up. We want to push it up, but we want to keep the scaps stabilized and down. So in this position here, I want you to think of retracting down and lifting up. So you can imagine what's happening, that overhead squat position. And in here, we're just going to do some circles. We'll do 10. Okay? So find that position. That's it. Good. And let's do 10 circles. 1 way, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I really didn't want you to feel anything in the upper traps near the neck. Yeah, the head's down and like straight. Managed to get those out of the way. Yeah, good. All right. Now, yes, exactly. You're going to kick down, and then we're going to go the other way that you went. We'll do 10. Okay. So here we go. Retract down and circles. 1, 2, 3. Keep the arms straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, what's good about the overhead squat is you got the weight of the barbell, right? So that's naturally pushing those shoulder blades down as well, which is good. Okay, now we're going to come out to the sides. Okay, so we're going to go into a T on the floor and go up this way. Okay, so my palms are facing forward, my thumbs coming up to the ceiling. I'm going to lay down here like this. And I'm going to lift up, hold, and down. Again, I want to think of that mid-back working here. Nothing else. Oh, you'll feel it in the arms too, the tricep. Okay, so squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift those arms up and down. Keep the shoulder blades together, squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. How's that feel? Tiring? Yeah. Next, we're gonna do one more and then we'll do that circuit again. So this time, a little bit difficult for me to show, but we're gonna be in this position. And I want you to squeeze into the ground your fists and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. I'm gonna hold this. Okay, neck is relaxed. All right, I'm gonna hold it for 10 seconds. All right, you can get yourselves in that position. Good. Think of elbows pointing up at a 90-degree angle. Wrist is straight. Okay, yeah, there you go. And then push into the ground your fists for 10 and squeeze the shoulder blades together. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, how does that feel? Weird? All right, we're gonna do that circuit again. We're gonna do the 10 circles forward, 10 circles back. We're gonna do the lift offs, and then we're gonna do the isometric loading. Okay, so find that position. Now, you can kind of play around with your distance between your hands in the overhead position. So you can see what it feels like in a narrow, or if you need to go super wide, try super wide. See, so let's, whatever one you did before, make it different. So me, I was in the middle of the distance, now make it a little bit narrower for me today. I'm gonna lift off and do some circles around this narrow position. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Any different? Did you feel like you're a little weaker with the new, like you're narrow or wider? So everyone's going to be different. All right, let's come out to the sides in that T. Thumbs pointed towards the ceiling, palms out. I want you to squeeze. So as you squeeze the shoulder blades together, your hands should come closer to your body. And in this position, I want you to relax your neck. And I want you to lift up for 1, 2, it's quite hard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think you think about with that one is, did I modify what muscles I was using? Because that's my default thing that I do when I move. So I always go for something else instead of what I should be using. Yeah. So these are the kind of the things you got to think of as we do these kind of isolating things. All right. So here, 90-degree. Okay. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Okay. And let's push into the ground. So take a deep breath of air in. Your belly button should be pushed against the ground and push your fist into the ground. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's nice. Okay, we're gonna do one more circuit of that, and then we'll do some flowy stuff, which is nicer. Okay, so I tried medium, I tried narrow, now I'm gonna go wide. So go into what you haven't done yet. Okay. So these are for the circles. So find that position. Remember what muscle we're using. So for me, when I go wide, it's harder for me to engage that deeper muscle in the middle of my back. Okay, and then lift off and do some circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the other way. 1, keep it on. 2, 3, 4, Okay. Out to the side and do our T, last one, okay? Pull the shoulder blades together. Hands gonna come closer to your center of the body. You're gonna lift up and down. 1, 2. Relax the neck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, yeah. Okay, last one. 90 degrees. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and push down for 10. Really push. 9, 3, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, should be shaking, 2, 1, and relax. Good. I know. Well done. All right. So let's get a little bit of a change. I want to do the hips still because that's always something we can get going on. I just want to make sure I got everything. Yeah. So let's just go into some nice, just hips 90-90, and then we'll go into some stretching with the lats and whatnot. So we're just going to go into our 90-90 position. Sorry, this is a bad angle. Like so, okay. And then we're going to, you can have the hands up if you want, or you can just make it nice and easier and just have your hands down. Don't want you to try and twist around, rotate for the upper back. Okay. Feel that stretch in the lower back. Push off, come up, and then lift this one up. And around, this knee down, leg up. Okay. Again, up as wide as you can, around, knee down, yeah, in your own time. Good. I like to twist at the end, getting my lower back a little bit. Down, you can lean back to, you don't have to keep your torso. In, breath going, up, down, and around. Let's do 2 more on each side. Up, and around. Up, down, and back to your good. All right, now we're going to go into our prayer. So we're going to go into that child's pose, I guess. And then you're going to have your elbows out in front, your hands behind, forehead relaxed, and try, don't overstretch. We're going to hold this for 2 minutes. Okay, so you guys know that. Now, if you want to make it a little harder, you can get some blocks in the front. We don't have it. Okay, so just keep it like this. I'm going to hold it for 2 minutes. And remember, we don't want to stretch to shake. We just want to take some deep breaths and feel comfortable here.
Try and think if we get one lat. It seems tighter than the other one. And then you can bring your elbows a little bit more forward. It's like you've reached a nice spot with that first position. So breathing in. And as you breathe out, sink a little deeper. Good. And just come out of that one. So now I want to go into a stretch for the front of our shoulders. We're going to kind of rotate. We've done these ones before. So maybe I'll show you this way. We're going to come down on one side and then switch to the other side. So you ideally want that shoulder to come down to the ground and then rotate between two. Hand-wise, you're going to have your fingers pointed away from you, okay, to be able to get that range. All right, so we're going to go for 2 minutes here as well. So 2 sets, and on your own time. And you can hold it, stretch the bottom for a little bit if you want. Just give it a second or two at the bottom. And then you quickly feel what side is a little tighter. You guys did bench this week, right? I think. You did bench and lift there. Anyway, so if you did, I know you did burpees and I know you did push-ups. But this kind of helps. I think that stress, right? Yeah, this opens up the shoulder. Well, this opens up the chest, which can get tight for the movements. And then that's when you get some rounded forward shoulders, so that raise that contraction when this part is tight. Keep going. Another minute here. And breathe. You may even feel it down your forearm too. You may go right down to the forearm, which I'm putting on this right side. We're nearly done. Do a couple more. Nice. All right, rest. So it should feel quite nice in the front of the chest here. Oh, I'm not good at this today. Grace, you're gonna demo for us. You know the reverse tabletop we did it dream to you this morning. So my shoulder's really bummed for this, but basically Grace is gonna have her fingers pointed towards her hips. Her feet are gonna be square, okay? And then you're gonna lift your hips up, head back, and you're gonna come up with the hips and down. Okay? Now everyone's gonna look a little different in their range. And we're gonna keep moving through this for a minute. Is it okay? Just a little bit of that. Yeah, it's okay. All right. So, are we ready? Sorry, I'm not gonna join you on this one. We're gonna come up in your own time for a minute. Okay? So you can make this, and you can stop at the top of the movement for that little stretch. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Good. Okay, ladies, yeah. Really good. Oh, you guys have good range here. Nice. Good. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. That's it. You can go faster on the ski slopes with your haircut and stuff. Not gonna hold you back. Keep up. Okay, another 20 seconds here. Yep. Looking good. Fire on the shoulders. It's a good one. Yep. All right, 2 more reps. Good, and rest. Nice. Okay. Now I want to go into my favorite one, which is the book, but I want to do the pull across. So we're in this position. You're going to have one leg across, and then you're going to have your arms out. Okay. And you're going to feel a nice little stretch. Actually, let's hold this one for a minute, and then we'll start moving our arms. Okay. So here, you want to feel like you should shoot that up to the tabletop. You should be able to open up a little bit. Okay. Shimmy. Yeah. Palms up. Palms up, facing up towards. Yeah. Then you're externally rotating those shoulders. Because we're so internally rotated all the time with all the movements we do, our burpees, our push-ups, our bench, any kind of pressing motion. We rarely do movements with this kind of position as far as our shoulders. Even our rows, even though it's neutral. And then you think of just trying to get that, I don't know if your knees on the ground, but mine's not, it's like floating off the ground. Try and find that position like this. Actually, we can make this movement a little bit harder too. You can bring so that bottom leg that's straight, you bring that leg up and you can grab with your hand. So you're going to get like a quad stretch at the same time. Then this changes the shoulder a little bit. And you can also get your head and look over the side, away from the leg that's bent in front of you. All right, now bring that leg back down. We're going to do some opening. So we're going to bring our hands together, see? And then I want you to slide across. Follow your hand with your head. Stretch it forward across, maybe further than your palm, and then bring it up. Right? Yeah. This is great because you're kind of moving through here. And then we'll do one more. And then we'll switch side. Good. All right, ladies. So, is this side going to be tighter? So, you're going to bring that leg across. And up. Let's just hold the first 30 seconds in this cross position. Good. Let's hold that. And then we'll grab up in the second half of this minute. And then we'll do the cross the foot.
And then we can grab our foot. Get you feel a stretch in the quad. Go to your shoulder. Nice deep breath. And sit, bring the leg down, and let's do arm across the body. Reach across, and then out. Bring the hand. And then bring out. Then good. Couple more. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. All right. Feel good? Okay, we've got another 2 minutes. So let's just finish off with the good old fashioned pancake stretch. You know what I like. So we're gonna go nice and wide. Okay. And then you're gonna try and keep your back fairly straight. Oh, I haven't done this before. Very stiff. And then you're just gonna lean forward. So you're gonna feel the inner thighs. If you can come flat, well done. If you cannot, join the club. So that's it. Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, that's what you got today. That's what you got. You can't be too hard on yourself. It's not like something we do every day. Just breathe into it. So don't really curve the back, especially the lower back. Try and keep it in a neutral position. So I want you to think of that chest and just breathe. And then another week. Blaster, igniter. Harry's back. You guys do morning routine anyway, right? Does he do any morning class with Harry? No. No. Sometimes? Yeah, sometimes. But these ladies in the morning. It's good to train you on Tuesday. Impromptu. That was hard, that one. People were still complaining about that on Friday. Night hamstrings. Keep holding some chicken time. Okay, less than a minute. So, have a good week. Don't party too hard, those Christmas parties. Yeah, none? That's all right. You can get ready for your